Yo, 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 what's going on, sports family? We back again with another episode of Micah and Friends. And today, I can't even say guest, man. They guest, but it's family, bro. We got my brother checking in all the way from Chicago, the
What's going on?
homeland. Cam, what's up, bro? What's going on? How you feeling today, boss?
What's going on, MP man? I can't complain. How you living?
Man, I'm cooling, man. Then we got another one of our partners, Morehouse partners, Boston Zone. The Patriots on,
Yes,
Celtics
sir.
on, Jordan sponsored. You feel me? It's a lot I could say, man, but we got my boy Amir checking in all the way from NY. What's going on, Amir? You
doing
good?
doing good, bro. First time caller, long time listener, and I appreciate you having me on the pod, bro.
Man, for sure. We about to get it going, man. But first off, just a shout out to sponsors, man. This whole production is being brought to you by TOV Sports. So make sure you go over there and follow TOV Sports, IG, YouTube, everywhere, Facebook, Twitch, everywhere. Make sure you go over there and follow them. And man, we about to go ahead and get it going. Just off rip, man. I just gotta clap it up for the NFL coming back, having a solid first week. I want to get you all's just reactions, just first week surprises. Cam, I'm gonna start with you. What was like some of the like surprises week one that stood out to you?
Well, the biggest was the Cardinals defeating the 49ers. It came way out of left field. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
expect that one. That was a big surprise of mine. Just a whole lot of rest going on with a lot of the teams.
Hmm.
Really, the preseason, you know what I'm saying, even though it's an official game. But yeah, that was the biggest surprise for me.
Yeah. Man. Amir, what about you, man? What was like some of the biggest surprises that you seen week one, bro?
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, I think the biggest surprise for me is just the fact that the season came and has come to this point. I mean, we all remember where we were 3 months ago. It was like, yo, are we even about to have a season? Like, it's either going to be a
Yeah.
bubble or no bubble. We saw how the NBA made it work with their bubble, and it was like, well, how can the NFL do this? And it was like, well, we can't. So, shit, what we about to do? We about to just test these guys and keep it going. So the fact that up to that point, they had no cases, everybody was able to play. Yeah, you had a couple of injuries, but now we're going to season. I mean, not season, week two. And I'm mainly just surprised that it was even able to go down, and we're able to keep looking forward to the weeks going on.
Yeah. Man, just for me, man, just off rip, one thing, like you said, Kim, Kyler Murray's performance, I feel like he showed and came out and showed exactly who he was, and especially with him. Of course, Larry Fitzgerald is Fitzgerald, but he's not a number one option anymore, and it's good that they're surrounding Kyler Murray with solid number one options. We seen what D Hop did, and it definitely with that going on in Arizona, definitely raises more eyebrows towards the Houston direction with Bill O'Brien. Like, what the hell were you doing, bro? How did you let dog go like that? But that's neither here nor there. Another one I just got to be, I should have led with it just because it is my team, my boy Cameron Newton. I don't even, you feel me? I'm
Yes,
not even
sir.
expecting a lot from him this year, but he came out and did what he had to do. Most rushing yards from a New England Patriots quarterback ever. So he
Hmm.
hopped in the history books first game. So I'm very optimistic about the season with Cam in our back pocket. Then lastly, bro, just Clyde Edwards Elaire, bro, with the Kansas City Chiefs. I feel like the rich just got richer on that one, bro. Like they made the best pick to me right now in the draft because he's showing improving off rip, especially on the championship contending team. And I feel like it just added another weapon to Kansas City's arsenal because they weren't really they were running back by committee last year, and it wasn't like they were really dependent on the run like that. But shit, if you got a guy who could go get 25 touches for $138, and he has good catching ability, like you can't lose with that. So that's one thing. Another highlight for this for that first week I want to highlight. But other than that, I mean, of course, I feel like the rust is just natural just because of the preseason wasn't there. But I feel like after like week two, week three, we should start seeing teams like really come out and show exactly who they are. Y'all got any more thoughts on that? Just week one, just surprises and stuff like that.
Um, Yeah, not so much surprise is more than.
You said you already knew. They're who we
Yeah,
thought they
yeah.
were.
It was
The
a lot
Bears
of
are who we thought they were. Oh me.
biggest.
Oh
Okay,
me.
another surprise is Tom Brady's performance. His age
Oh
is. It
we
looked like
gonna
his
get to
age
that.
is starting to
We gonna
show.
get to that. We gonna get to that. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. That's
You
my
can't
boy.
do that. We won't do that.
We gonna actually we about to do it. The next topic, man. Just to hop into the next one, man. Will Tampa Bay be able to fix things quickly? And is this the beginning of the end for TB12, bruh? And Amir, I'm gonna let you start, man. Just because you are a Patriots fan as well, so I'm gonna let you start on this, man.
Hey, so I was talking to my pops earlier, and we were talking about Brady in New England, and he was like, "Listen, for 20 years, most of my life, I'll say,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really watch the Patriots to see if they were going to win. I knew we were going to win. I was more so watching to see how we were going to win and the
Fact.
way we were going to win. Were we going to win, open up and blow them out, or was it going to be a close game? And we just kind of see how it goes. Going into Brady, I think that's going to be his next big challenge. Is that he'll realize that his coaching staff and the organization that he's now with, they're not as buttoned up as the Patriots. I mean, I think they had 9 penalties as a team. I think the coach, Arians, came out and said that, Evans was the one who ran the wrong route after he went on live and said that it was Brady initially. It was just like, a lot of things they're going to have to work out as a
Real
team.
quick though, that and that's one thing I thought about too, but I feel like Belichick wasn't that brash with Brady with stuff like that. Like Belichick could just say, "Well, we didn't play good,"
Exactly, and he chew him out. Yeah, he would chew him out behind the
Brady in
scenes,
practice.
though.
Yeah, keep going though.
Yeah, he would chew him out behind the scenes, and now it's like you getting like that full-fledged getting called out in public. I
Yeah.
mean, hey, listen, that's if that's what he wanted. I mean, you see, we still rocking over here. I mean, I got
Yeah.
love for Brady. I mean, he gave us 6 rings, 9 appearances. I can't tell you how many times like I've watched their games, but I don't know. I think it is somewhat of the beginning of the end. I think that's why he left. I think he got tired of being the main person who's leading and pushing
Hot
our team to
take.
success.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, it's like you're gonna have those growing pains with those guys. I think by week 10, week 11, that's when you'll start to see them really starting to cook and start getting things moving.
Facto. Cam, what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts? Is this something that's a very quick fix for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? And is this the beginning of the end for the legendary golden one, the GOAT, TB12?
Well, I'd have to agree with Amir and say that they're not as buttoned up. The staff is not as buttoned up as the Patriots staff. We saw Tom Brady scramble more than he has in years this past week. It's just a different feel, it's a different system.
That rookie right tackle is a very big question mark.
It's a
You
whole
talking
lot.
about Tristan Wirfs?
Yeah.
Gronkowski took a whole year off. Tom Brady is 43, 44 years old, so it's a whole lot. But these are the most offensive weapons he had to play with in a long time as well. And this is week 1 after coming off of no preseason game. So, like you said, we have to wait week 3, week 4 to see what really goes down because it's unfair to judge. But it did look questionable. Few interceptions, few pick six, and a lot of penalties. So we're gonna have to play the waiting game.
Yeah. I just feel like Tom would definitely be able to turn things around. That's just because how he is as a person. Whether that turnaround is 11-5 or 12-4, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he'll be able to turn it around. But one thing I did notice though, the defense, like Tom still has it, but Tom is like you could see, all right, like he don't have it here. Like it'd be clear moments, like when it's bad, it get bad. Because it was a few points in time. That's why I kept tweeting it because I wanted to see if anybody else was out there feeling like I was. I'm like, man, the defense keeps giving him the ball back, and he wasn't doing anything with it. And granted, like I said, this is all, first week stuff. So this could just be an overreaction for me. But I just feel like, he just has to get in the rhythm with the offense, man. Fournette has to do more. Like, I know they have the other running back that gets a lot of touches, but if they're going to do the running back by committee, they need to split them touches up the middle because Fournette's he's one of those high touch backs. So He needs
Mhm.
about 20 touches, just you know what I'm saying, for him to get going. And if he's not going to be able to get that, then they're going to have to split that rock 15 and 15 with both the running backs or whoever has the hot hand. You know, because I feel like it'll be hard to get Fournette going just because he's not just that one and pop running back. He needs some steam moving down the field. And I won't say it's the beginning of the end for Brady. Definitely, he doesn't have like the brightest years ahead of him. I feel like more than ever, this the beginning of the end for Gronk. I don't think he's gonna last the
Mhm.
season. Like he contributed zero, bro. And whether his contributions are just gonna be helping the right side of the line, Tristan Wirfs, not get blew up every play, then I mean it's not gonna work too good, you know. So I definitely want to see what goes on, but I'm not gonna write them off. And like you did say, what both of y'all said, Bruce Arians definitely has a different coaching demeanor and a way he goes about his job, bro. Like he's not the guy that's just gonna sit back and sugarcoat it. And I felt
Mhm.
like I feel like he probably felt too tough, and him backtracking on what he said is probably gonna hurt him because if he felt like that, he should have just stood by it. And I feel him. Well, that wasn't the Tom Brady the shit that we were seeing in practice. Like he was Tom Brady in practice. I don't know what was going on. Like
Mhm.
Tom need that type of pressure on him because at the end of the day he is 43. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day they do have targets, 2,000 yards receivers. Um, who else? They got 1,000 yard
1,000 yard
running back.
running back.
Yeah,
They got
like
that first. They got that first round pick tight end out of Alabama. I think it was OJ Howard. He's still
yeah,
nice. Wasn't being used. So
yeah,
he got weapons that like I said, if you give them a little bit of time, he got the recipes to make a good cake. He just gotta get it started, warm up the oven.
yeah. He said, "Y'all got a celebrity guest on
I'm
your
weak.
broadcast. Micah and Fred is going to come up. Yeah, we got chance in the building, man. No, we can't do that. But no, no, like y'all said though, bro, he definitely has immense amount of talent, and it's the only thing that I could see that could become like very problematic is if Brady can't push the ball down the field. Because those are two guys that don't run shallow routes. These are two guys, Godwin, Evans, the two guys that take the top off of defenses. So it's going to be interesting to see if Brady could keep pushing the ball down the field and if that right side of the line hold up. But y'all got any more thoughts just on Brady and Tampa Bay?
No, I think
Yeah,
you really touched on it. I think again, just to reiterate on that defense, like I
Yeah,
think they have Todd Bowles, who's the coach, defensive coordinator, who wasn't really a good head coach, but he can
yeah,
really coach a defense. I think that defense they ended the year like top 10, top 5 last year. So they got some guys on there that can really play young defense as well. It's just like you said, is that offense gonna catch up? And if
yeah.
they do, I'm telling you, like they're gonna be a team that's gonna compete for that South division. It's gonna be how consistent can they be?
Yeah, facto, man. And just to get into more football stuff, man, next topic. If Cleveland doesn't succeed this year, do y'all think Mayfield is walking, bro? And I'm gonna just start it off, bro. I think Mayfield is gone. No matter if he finished 9 or 7 or worse, he's out of there because it's getting to the point to where he's another situation. You have talent out the ass. You have OBJ. You have Landry. You have Njoku. You have Austin Hooper, who is a
sure.
almost 1,000 yard tight end. He just did it in Atlanta. He's not a scrub. Then you have two backs that are top 10. You have Kareem Hunt. You have Chubb, who still can. Like you got guys that can really go down there and do what they have to do. The line isn't just terrible, but it's just Baker. He doesn't. I don't know what he is, what's going on, but he lost accuracy. It's a significant fall off from year one to year two to year three. Hell, even from college.
Yeah, I'll say
So
yeah, from college it really started.
yeah, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see what he could do because they have talent on both sides of the ball. So I feel like the Browns can't get any better than what they are right now, except for at the quarterback position. And he had 4 coaches in 3 years.
Hmm.
Like it can't keep being a coach's fault, bro. Like it is one common denominator. So I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Cam, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Baker doesn't have the same flair as many of the other undersized quarterbacks like Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes and Kyler Murray, even, So, like you say, I mean, I won't see him being gone, but I can see some of the pieces like Odell and some of the backs possibly leaving in free agency next year, maybe requesting a trade because, like you say, he's passing the blame to everybody else but himself. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. That's a good point. I could see this talent start leaving too, because off rip, you could look at Odell and tell he don't want to be in fucking Cleveland. You could look at just guys and say, you know what I'm saying, and they feel like what they doing is trying to put it together for a potential run. You know what I'm saying, at the Super Bowl, but it's not happening. And I feel like guys are looking at situations to where it's like, okay, we got juggernauts setting up in the league. We got Kansas City. We have Baltimore. We have Tampa Bay. We have San Fran. We have New Orleans. Guys would rather go there and just ring chase, bro. Ain't nobody about to sit in Cleveland. A nigga take the low at a Super Bowl contending team just to get another Super Bowl. You feel me? But Amir, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think Mayfield is walking out the door if they don't turn this thing around this season?
I don't think so. I think just because there's I think they're trying to figure out, is he going to be someone who's going to work with a lot of pieces, or is he going to be someone who just works with the right pieces? And I think with Mayfield specifically, he's trying to be too much Russell Wilson, where he's really a lot more of a Drew Brees, where not necessarily talent-wise Drew Brees, but his athleticism. Don't be running back and forth in the pocket, trying to evade the rush and all that stuff. Stand in the pocket and deliver passes. You have, like you said, you have 2 tight ends that can be Pro Bowlers. You have 2 receivers on the outside. You got 2 running backs that can give you 200 yards a game. Hand the ball off, check it down if no one's there, but don't be running back and forth trying to make extra plays. And yesterday he was doing a lot, or Sunday rather, he was forcing the ball to Odell way too much. I think he had like 10 targets for Odell. Odell only had like 3 or 4 catches. You're going to have to spread the ball around. And if that means Odell's going to be upset about it, well then, that's just going to have what it's going to be, what it has to be, until either you trade him or, you guys start resulting in wins. But if you only throw it to him 10 times, he gets 3 catches, and y'all get blown up by 24, well, then no one's going to be happy. But when you start winning, you'll start to realize that, okay, well, this is working. I can't really complain about it. What are we going to do? Honestly, I hope Odell goes to somewhere like San Fran or shit. He comes to us. We throw them a one, and we let Cam throw it to him, because I think they may have too many pieces, and it gives Baker this idea that you can just do whatever you want to do and just throw the ball willy nilly, and it's just not going to work.
Hey,
like
what
that.
what are they doing, bro?
I know they're coming for me. They're coming for me hard. It's okay. It's okay though. I fuck with Chance. Shout out to Chicago.
Oh man, for real, for sure though, man. But just real quick, and like I said, I'm around here. We like hot takes. We like to look at ourselves as hot take kings. So we about to go into these Super Bowl early week 1 picks. Who do y'all think is about to contend, will play in the Super Bowl?
Chicago, no doubt.
Bears. Okay, I'm giving you Chicago versus who?
Chicago versus Baltimore.
I ain't mad at Baltimore. I'm mad at Chicago. Like
you talk about quarterbacks about to leave.
Yeah,
Trubisky out the door before Baker.
Yeah, they thinking about what week they gonna toss Foles in there. Like shit, we Trubisky about 3 weeks. Toss Foles right in.
Championship defense, man. That's all I gotta say. That's my hot take.
Hey, we seen championship defenses. They don't mean as much now in football as they used to when the Ravens was in. Because we seen what the 49ers was. That was probably about one of the best defenses, you know what I'm saying, that was around in the second. Got embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you though. I like Baltimore. I don't know about the Bears though. I ain't even gonna hold you on that. I'm gonna go real quick before I let you hop in, Amir. I got the Chiefs versus New Orleans, bro. And I think I don't know. It's probably clear cut to me. I like New Orleans. I feel like they the best in the NFC right now, and I think the Chiefs are the best in the AFC. Of course, Baltimore is right there, but I just think that the Chiefs got what it takes. They got the high-powered offense, and they have, like I said, another weapon that they added to the arsenal that I feel like he's going to be able to do that on a consistent basis. So, yeah, man, we'll see what happens with that. Amir, what's your Super Bowl picks, man?
So coming in this Sunday, I was thinking New Orleans too. I was like, I think They're probably the most complete team in the NFC, and I think they'll be able to get a quick win out of Brady week 1 like they did, and then be able to march through the rest of their season and get there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw, but Michael Thompson's going to be out a couple of weeks with a highly sprained ankle or something like that. So I think he's going to be out for a few. And their receiving core was already kind of weak beforehand. And then on top of Brady, I think Drew Brees was even looking a little washed out there at the same time as well. But that boy up there in Seattle, Russell Wilson,
I ain't mad at it.
I think two big things in the NFC: who's healthy is going to the playoffs, and whose quarterback is the hottest. I think Russell Wilson, this should be his MVP year. He hasn't had an MVP vote yet. This should be his year that he really starts getting people to turn his heads. If they get another receiver for him, I think he's really going to start cooking. You saw how he killed Atlanta by himself. So I'm saying from the NFC, it got to be Seattle for me right now. And then I think from the AFC, Kansas City is certainly a top option, but I think Baltimore is definitely that next team. I think their defense is going to mesh. I think they drafted a linebacker in the first round. He's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I
just be having to let it know. My bad.
But bro's a baller. And then on top of that, Lamar pretty much was like, okay, y'all don't want me to run? Okay, I'll run for under 100, and I'll just beat y'all with my arm and beat y'all with 3 touchdowns, chilling in the pocket. He was throwing passes that was like, yo, this dude, when he gets his criticism, he goes in the lap and works on that shit. And I respect that about him a lot.
He did get better passing wise for sure.
So I think if they're able to really, and they're another team that's really a receiver away, if they're able to really get the meshing and get that going, I think if you put Kansas City against Baltimore again, it's a coin toss, but I'm saying Baltimore. I think Baltimore has a team that can really go far in the AFC. So I'm going to say against Seattle versus Baltimore.
Man, AB, go to Kansas City, bro. Nah. Let's hop into this next one, man. What teams will overperform and underperform this season? I'm going to start this one off. And I'm going to go with my underperformers, man. I got the Eagles just off they're never healthy every year. I don't know what's going, but they never seem to be healthy. Then you come out here and lose a game to the Washington football team. Nigga, I can't even take y'all serious, bro. Y'all just lost to the Washington football team, bro. They don't have a name. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even have a mascot. So that I feel like they're definitely gonna be on my list for underperforming. I got the Browns, of course. I feel like if anything under 10-6 is a bust. You got all that talent. You can't tell me you can't win 10 games with that. Yeah. So anything under 10-6 is a bust. The Cowboys are gonna be on my list because they just seem like no matter how much talent they have as well, they can never put it together. And I don't know what, everything for these teams look beautiful on papers, but it just doesn't mesh. So those are 3 teams I feel like end up underperforming and overperforming. I have, of course, Cam, you brought the Cardinals up earlier. I got the Cardinals on there, and I got Denver Broncos. Even though the Broncos took an L last night, I just like what they're doing out there. Jerry Jeudy, I feel like he's going to be around for a long time. Drew Lock is bringing the tribe together out there, and I feel like he's going to be a good franchise quarterback for the Broncos. And that's just one of my dark horse teams. I want everybody just to stay tuned to the Broncos and see what they cook up out there at the Mile High Stadium, man. Cam, what's your thoughts on this, man? Let me get your underperformers and your overperformers.
My underperformers, I have one in common with you. The Cowboys definitely underperforming. It's not the coach. It's not the coach. Overperforming, the Raiders. The Raiders making the playoffs this year. Book it. Mark it down.
Ooh,
they're
hot
making the playoffs this year.
That's a hot take. I'll give you that.
Hot take, boy.
That's a hot take.
They have this is a hotter take. They have a top 5 running back in Jacobs. Top 5.
That ain't so hot. I'll say he top 5 for real.
I ain't mad at it.
He's nice
so
for real.
Those are my takes right there.
Okay, I ain't mad at that, man. Amir, let me get your underperformers and your overperformers.
For sure. I'll say, like we talked about, I think underperformers got to be Cleveland. I mean, like you
Mhm.
said, they have a roster that they should at least. I think hot take they should really be running the AFC North. I think
Yeah,
Pittsburgh, their defense is elite, but that offense, Big Ben, he showed that he can get it done, but he's ready to pass on that mantra.
yeah,
I mean, yeah,
he ain't
Baltimore's
been.
in there. Yeah, like Baltimore's in there. I think they should be the 1-2 teams competing. Cincinnati's just not there yet.
No,
San Fran, they got punched right in the mouth. I think they're a team. I think the NFC West, they typically do that. Like they're kind of like that one division that they're consistently turning over who wins. I think you had the Rams one year. They're supposed to be the next great team. They flop out, and then San Fran comes in. They get hit in the mouth by the Cards. And then I
I
think
ain't gonna lie though. Real quick, you just gotta salute Belichick and just like Belichick's timing is probably one of like the best timings probably in the league, bro. He know
mhm,
when to get rid of people, bro. Steven Gostkowski, the kicker for the old kicker for the Patriots.
Two
He
kicks.
missed 3 field goals yesterday,
Three.
and it was 2 field goals and an extra point. Then you got Garoppolo. He just came out there and just got smacked in the face. Brady didn't start good, and typically the Patriots usually start slow. Like the first 4 weeks, they usually end up like 2-2, 3-1.
mhm.
But now, you know what I'm saying, the eyes is on Brady now. Like, is it Brady that's starting slow? You know what I'm saying? Because Bill and them still got the same pieces. Granted, it was Miami. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too crazy, but we got
Nah,
Bill's timing, bro.
no, you're 100% right. I mean, like I said, like I grew up to it. So like
Mhm.
when he traded Richard Seymour to the Raiders for first round pick, I can tell you the city was like, "Yo, what the fuck you doing?" Seymour, I think his time with the Raiders is what kind of has kept them out of the Hall of Fame. Um,
The cornerback that helped win the Seahawks,
yeah, not
Butler.
Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm Butler. He was another
Yeah,
dude. He washed up. Dion Lewis. He went to Tennessee, washed up.
out of
Nate Solder. He was our left tackle. When we lost him, everybody was like, "What are you gonna do?" He's been a bust in New York. So I mean, no, you're 100% right. And again,
yeah.
like for my underperformer, that the Cowboys are the final team that's like
Mhm.
similar. Like Dak, I want him to get paid, bro. Like all the black quarterbacks are eating right now,
Mhm.
but he I don't know. I wouldn't pay him if it was me. I think he's showing
All
what
right,
his market is.
I was about to say. So, since you think he deserve to get paid, which I do, I feel like he deserves to get paid. I want to know, like, where would you like put him on that pay scale?
I'm giving him. I think he wants like $40 million a year.
I
I'm
can't.
comfortable giving him maybe at quarterback market. I'll give him like 27, 28, just off the strength of when he's good. And
Hmm.
he's mobile. And I think if you get him with the right quarterback coach and the right offensive coordinator, he can be something special. They also have an elite wide receiver core with him.
Yeah.
And they have the best running back in the league.
Hmm.
But when he's bad, like you can just tell it's like, bro, like what are you doing? Like,
Hmm.
but yeah, I think the Cowboys is definitely that team that's like, watch out. They were supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. They'll potentially fuck around and not make the playoffs and let a team
Yeah.
like the Washington football team come in there and get shit cracking.
Fact though.
Um, and then overperformers, Cardinals. I mean, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna lie. I've been watching Kyler since high school. Like he started his school when we came into Morehouse. So there's a couple guys who went to high school with him, and I was like, bro, this dude is nice. Like undefeated in the state of Texas for football in high school
Mhm.
ball. Like that's nothing to sneeze at. Um, and then now the second year in, like he's gonna be even better. I think the
Yeah.
Broncos are definitely another team. Like they're putting a lot of pieces around what's the quarterback's name again
For which team?
for the Broncos?
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. I would call him Lock by mistake, but Drew Lock, like
Yeah.
he's a dude that's gonna get a lot of pieces around him. And then I think finally us. I think a lot of people had us winning 5 or 6 games. I saw 7 games. I saw Cam is washed. I think if you let Cam be Cam, they built this team around the running game and we play good defense like we can. I think we can sneak into the playoffs, especially now that they're gonna have 7 teams in there. I can see us being a 6 or 7 seed,
Yeah.
maybe beating one team and then going there, and then now we lose to a Kansas City or a Baltimore. I could say that a success.
Yeah.
Um, that's my three.
I also think just speaking on Cam, man, like I definitely I didn't think he was Cam, just the old Cam, which I feel like he's not, but I definitely don't think he's washed. But it'll be interesting just to see how they'll be able to go on through the season and be able to just prolong it. I feel like that Cam, like Bill. he knows that he never had a quarterback like Cam, so I feel like he's just experimenting, and I feel like he's having fun, bro. Like he read option, he could do anything now in that offense. So it'll definitely be fun to see what else to come from the Patriots, and they just need to get more weapons up. Now is the time to go get AB. Now is the time. You got Zach Ertz in Philadelphia that isn't
Mm-hmm.
happy with that situation. Go get another big box tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a plenty enough to go around, but I don't even know. I think Cam Newton's career Cam Newton's career is on the decline. Eh, I feel like yeah. I mean, if you want to say like from where he was in 2015, yeah, but I I don't know. I feel like we'll see what he does this year. I'm not totally writing him off right now, but we'll definitely see what he does this year. I may skip this college football topic because I want to get to this basketball. Y'all good with that, or y'all want to talk about that
That's
college
fine
football?
with me. I'm not paying
Yeah, and I
attention.
think college football is what it is right now. I think we still waiting for teams to play. I
Yeah.
know Big Ten is all up in arms. Kevin Warren, I got the opportunity actually to work with him at my job, and I
Mhm.
was able to kind of sit and listen to him and kind of hear his mindset behind it. Like I will say to anybody who's listening, like his interest is always lying with the players. He makes all his decisions based around trying to make sure that the players are good for years to come. So if they do end up playing, it'll be great. I want to see my guy Fields, boost his stock up. But
Yeah.
if they don't, I just know that Warren's making these decisions because he's really trying to support these guys for years to come. Because right now they don't got nobody doing it. And of
Yeah.
course, them being young, everybody wants to play. I mean,
Mhm.
shit, if I can go back and play football, I would do it. But
Fact though.
is that the best decision? Is that the
Yeah.
best decision 10, 15 years from now if you're not Justin Fields getting paid $100 million and you just, doing the average job and now you have a respiratory issue
Yeah.
allegedly, like you got to have somebody who kind of vouch for you. So, but other than that, bro, if y'all good, we can definitely go to basketball
Yeah,
because
it'll just be. I don't know if the Big Ten announced anything yet. So I like that was the one thing I was waiting for because I thought we were going to get an announcement today about what they were going to do, whether they were going to play whether they weren't. Just to keep moving forward, man. Clippers versus Nuggets, Game 7 predictions. I need it down to the score. I'm gonna go with you, Kim. Who you got?
You know I was riding with the Clips. I'm riding with the Clips all the way. They still
Okay,
winning the championship.
okay.
Clippers tonight by
Talk that
10.
talk there.
Give me 108-98 Clippers.
108-98. I ain't mad at that. Amir, what you got?
I might go hot take. I think Denver wants it a little bit more. I'm gonna
Hey.
say 115, 110 Denver. I
Mm,
think I think they come in there and they're like, listen, everybody's thinking that we're not going to be here anyways. We aren't supposed to be here.
mm-hmm.
PG, I don't know what's good with him, bro. He's a professional choker. They're paying him much money for him to just not show up. I
Yeah.
think
The audio cut on my end.
Your audio cut, Amir. See if you click mute. But nah, just on my end. If you can't just refresh it. We'll bring you back in on the production. But on my end, bro, I got the Clippers versus Nuggets. I got that 103-91, bro. So I definitely you hear Amir? Damn,
Still.
I still can't hear you. Try signing out all the way then coming back in. But yeah, I got it going 103-91, bro. I just wanted to get your thoughts too, just on just the Clippers troubles with European basketball players, bro. Like they're having some real fits. We watching these Euro boys get these boys some problems, and I was saying that it's not like how it was. These guys are a little bit more finessing. You got guys that, I don't know if I don't know what Doc is doing, but I fought him for a lot of this shit too. You know what I'm saying? This is just me being honest, because it's like, bro, you make no adjustments. You know what I'm saying? You'll call a timeout, make an adjustment after 2 plays go by, after y'all go on a run, adjustment just thrown out the fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like you
That's
can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's not holding them to that standard. To hey man, if you ain't gonna do it, I get your ass out the game. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like
the
you
one.
gotta,
You made a valid point, and
yeah,
that's what it's gonna come down to. Doc Rivers coaching and Lou Williams coming to perform. Lou Williams been streaky, and I heard Amir mention Paul George, but Paul George has showed up all series. You know,
Yeah,
to your point that the Euro players are balling, you just can't. I mean, you just gotta let them go off. Just like the
yeah,
Miami series, Giannis went off almost every game. You just gotta close out everybody else. Jamal Murray can't ball out. People
yeah.
like not Monk. Who am I thinking about? Yeah, Malik Monk. No, not Malik Monk. It's a
Yeah,
different
not
team.
Malik Monk, nigga. Nah.
You just can't let the role players get off.
Yeah,
If they get off and Doc Rivers doesn't make adjustments like you said, then they lose. But I have them winning. I have Kawhi Leonard putting on an amazing Game 7 performance. I have Paul George performing. And I do have Lou Williams performing today. So,
yeah,
yeah, I have him in 7.
yeah. Like I said, bro, I got it 103 to 91. I got the Clippers.
Ah,
See what it'll be interesting to see what goes on with it, bro. Amir, you back in here? You could
man. Is your
damn.
hand over the mic
You got
by
you got
chance?
the mute off. Damn, you still got the AirPods connected, or try just using the computer audio.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But we'll get back to bro when he tap back in. But nah, like you said, bro, it's definitely just gonna be a game for adjustments for me. Can Doc make the adjustments and can they follow it? Like you said, Paul George definitely he been doing good on the offensive side. Defensively, I would like to see him step it up, steal some more. And I feel like this game we're gonna see like how it was when Kawhi was with Toronto and what Kawhi did that game 6 versus Dallas. Every inbound nigga, this is me. I'm checking. Hey, give me that. We coming down here and we gonna do exactly, you know what I'm saying, what I want to do and how I want to do it. But man, just to keep it moving forward, man, let me get to this Heat and Boston series prediction, man. I want to get your thoughts on this. This is going on currently as we speak. Who do you think is going to win this series?
Well, if you all can tell, this game has had my eye the entire time.
Yeah,
I'm glued in. I'm locked in. I have the
yeah.
Heat in 6. That's another hot take.
Damn, and 6?
And 6. And 6. You see
God
that guy Jimmy
damn,
Buckets. That's the X factor. He's the biggest player. He's the most impactful player on the court on both
not a
ends.
6, bro. A
He
6?
gets he gets his team involved.
You there,
He's
man?
gonna make the biggest
Yeah,
defensive
can y'all hear me
plays.
now?
For sure, for
All
sure.
right, bet.
Hold
Yeah.
on, Cam. Real quick. Because Cam just hit us with just some crazy shit.
What'd he
But
say?
let me let me get back to this Clippers Nuggets, bro. One thing I was saying, Amir, I was saying I had a 103.91, and a couple of my takeaways was one, I fought Doc Rivers for a lot of what's going on because he doesn't seem to make adjustments. He'll call a timeout, make an adjustment, 2 plays go by, and the guys are just like F the adjustments. You know what I'm saying? And it's on him to take the guys out the game. Like, hey, dude, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna do what I told you to do, get out. You know what I'm saying? Then my other point was the Clippers' problems with European players. And I don't know, I just don't know what's going on, but them European white boys are goddamn. But no, let me finish getting your thoughts on that before the audio went out.
Yeah, no, my fault on that. You know how it is.
And,
Fuck Apple. But no, I think y'all 100
man,
percent I think you're 100% spot on. Like I think it's going to be a matter of are the stars going to take the series serious? Are they going to take this game serious? Are they going to take it out and then start
wait
thinking
until
about
it's on
LA,
my end now.
or are they going to, you know, let it run down to the very second and it's going to come out to something crazy happening? I
Yeah,
think the Clippers are going to win. I want Denver to win just because I think it'll just make the series spicy, and I think it's going to help the Lakers get there and have Boston get there. But I
yeah,
mean, it is what it is. I think you're right though with Doc. Doc even had that problem with us towards the end. It was like
mhm,
he was on the big three, run around, do whatever, and it
yeah,
was like you got a team down in Miami who's cooking with fire. Like, what are
mhm,
you gonna do? And it ended how it ended. But I'm interested to see how it's gonna happen. I'm watching the Celtics play right now. I think they're down at the moment, but I'm
yeah.
interested to see. I'm interested to see how this is gonna turn out. I'm
Let's go. That was what we was getting into with Cam. He was talking about he was just giving his hot take for the Heat versus Boston. Cam, go ahead and just start over and say what you said, bro.
Well, I just want to say that I'm still not able to hear everybody.
I can hear you.
Okay. He versus Boston. I got the Heat in six.
Mm,
Heat and six, no doubt. Jimmy Butler is the X factor. He's gonna clamp down on those young boys in Boston and show them that experience does matter, and show
mhm.
them that yeah, some dogs just bite a little harder. Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler's he's that guy, and I'm riding with him to the
So
finals.
you going Heat in 6. I got Boston in 7, but I feel like I said to y'all earlier, I feel like Miami gonna put blood in them out first. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna swing first. But like you did say, like I said, this whole playoff series, the one team that has been able to get the job done night in and night out has been the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say that they only lost 2 playoff games. You know what I'm saying? No, they lost 2.
Two,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they lost
two.
one. They lost one to the Well, no, they did
They
only
swept
lose.
the Pacers and lost one to the Bucks.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
So they 8-1. You know what I'm saying? So that they've been proven. So that's one thing I could say about them. But I just feel like they whole team, like I said to the guys last week, their team is just consumed for dogs, bro. They have the right dogs there with Jimmy because Jimmy is a dog. We
Mhm.
seen Jimmy in Minnesota. Jimmy told them niggas, "Hey, y'all soft, bro." Carl Anthony, hey, what y'all soft? I'm out of here. I'm about to beat y'all with the third string. Then you seen when he went to Philly. But y'all boys playing. Y'all boys are
Mhm.
playing here. Then he went to Miami. Pat Riley, you know he's a dog. Then just salute to Eric Spoelstra because from me on the outside looking in, when Spo first got there, I just thought he was just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a dummy in a way, a yes man. But no, he's out there, he's really developing guys. We see what he's done to Tyler Hero. He hero forgetting that he's a rookie. You got Kendrick
Mhm.
Nunn, you got guys out there. They just put together a solid situation. Crowder, even Iggy. You know what I'm saying? Iggy still got enough in the tank to still contribute. To some nights, and I feel like that's a good piece that they needed because that's a good vet to have in the locker room, especially a vet that's been there and been there recently. You know what I'm saying? So definitely salute to Miami for that. But with all that being said, man, like I said, I got Boston winning in 7, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I got them winning in 7. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing against Jimmy and them. I just feel like they're a player away. But the playoffs has been showing me even crazier things. So I'm willing to be wrong on this. If Miami is in the finals, hey, I'm good with it. The only thing I wish is that they weren't in the bubble, so Miami could really be in the playoffs. And if that
Mhm.
was the case, first class, 305. Yeah. But nah, let me get your thoughts on that, Amir.
I mean, listen, bro, I'm with you. I get it. I look at the matchups. So Miami definitely could push it to an interesting series, and I think they will. I have
Yeah.
Boston in 6, but I just think, like Cam, you said it. You're like, okay, Jimmy's gonna lock down those young boys. Well, which one? Because
Yeah.
you have Tatum right now, like he's a baller. Then you
Mhm.
have Smart, who I think Smart can lock him down just as much as Jimmy can lock him down. And then you got
Okay.
Brown running around, who is a mismatch within his own right. So
Mhm.
I think you're right. I think it's going to be an interesting series. I think the experience factor of Jimmy coming out there saying, "I'm not here to play with y'all," and I understand these young guys. I think he's going to go pedal to the metal all 6 or 7 games. But I
Mhm.
think when it comes down to it, I think Boston's going to realize, okay, we got to change some shit up. They'll change it up, and we get out of here in 6 games, and we start looking at whoever's on the West.
Damn, it's 6-2. Ah,
I
y'all
got I got
boys.
I got
Ooh.
6 games. I think Miami is a valid team. I think I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 7. I'm hoping that it's 6 because they owe us a game because of that bullshit that happened in Game
Yeah.
3. 'Cause we really should have went up 3-1 against Toronto.
Yeah, y'all
So
should have been done with Toronto.
yeah, so I'm hoping that we do the right thing and put these guys away. You know, we beat them 4-2 and
Yeah.
start looking towards this final round.
So Cam got 6 games, Miami. You got 6 games, Celtics. Man, I'm happy with either way it turned out. I got 7 games, Boston, but we'll see what happened. But just for this last one, bro, I just want to get y'all thoughts because on this last one because D'Antoni recently he didn't get fired. He just said F it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get y'all thoughts on what's next for Harden and the Rockets. Me up first, man. I was talking about this last week, and I felt like this is something that needed to happen because whether it was and D'Antoni's doing or Daryl Morey firing D'Antoni, because clearly that small ball shit was not working, and I feel like I'm not. And granted, again, I'm gonna reiterate this: I'm not saying James Harden is Jordan, but one thing I could vividly remember when Jordan said this in his Last Chance documentary, he was saying like, "Man, I really didn't like Phil Jackson coming to the Bulls because he took the ball out of my hands. My last coach just told me just go out there and do what I wanted to do." Phil put Jordan in the system. Like I said again, I'm not comparing Harden to Jordan, but I feel like for Harden to make another step, he has to be in some type of system. That ISO shit is not work. You just can't keep ISO and niggas. You know, like it's just not gonna work, bro. Like you can't be out here shooting 12 for 41 and a half, 49 points and think it's all gravy, 25 free throws. Like, bro, it's not going like that. So I feel like whoever comes out after him, after D'Antoni, definitely needs to be firm and be stand strong on the system, bro. Whether that's Mark Jackson, I don't know if they'll even look at him just because he's known to be one of those strong head guys. But they definitely need to do something out there. And I feel like, man, one of them, Russ or Harden, has to lead, bro. Because I feel like they tried to chase some old shit. They grew into two different players than what they were when they played together in OKC. Two different players and not the same. And you can't never chase that old thing. I feel like I feel like one of them has to go. Me personally, I would feel like it'd be Russ just because Harden has the tenure there and I feel like Harden, you could build around him more than Russ, but we'll see, man. Let me get y'all thoughts on what's next for Harden and the Rockets. Amir, you could go.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you touched on a very important topic. I think what separates Jordan from a lot of these niggas is that Jordan realized that taking the ball out of his hands would result in him getting more rings. I don't think Harden is truly willing to give up
That's
the
a good.
ball out of his hand if that means you could possibly get a ring. I think he's like, well, no, I can win a ring with the ball in my hands. It's like, well, no, that's
Yeah,
showing that that's not possible. I
yeah,
think with Westbrook, you have a very interesting point. I think looking at his contract, I don't know who the hell would take it, but if someone did, it would be cool. You would want somebody who can actually facilitate the team and help also play defense because you know Harden, he'll have his moments, but he's not a defender. Um,
no,
but between y'all and me, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I think in every generation you have elite players that never get a ring, and there's
yeah,
always gonna be an interesting story as to why they don't get a ring. And I think Westbrook and Harden are those two people, at least in our generation right now, that are gonna be elite first ballot Hall of Famers. They're gonna have statistics out the ass. They're gonna do all these things, but it's gonna be like that's what separates the
nothing to
GOAT
show for.
from the superstars. Exactly, bro. It's like they are not the teammates that can take you to that next level championship wise. They're never going to get a ring. Um, so I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know if they. I think honestly, I think the next coach is going to try and make it work with both of them. I see someone trying to say, Harden, you go out on the side, be the scorer. Westbrook, you help facilitate and play defense and bring that leadership aspect to the team that I don't think Harden primarily brings. I think they're going to try and trade around and try and bring some other pieces in to try and make it work.
um,
Um, but I don't know, bro. I think no matter what they do, I don't think that those two players individually and together are going to be what's needed to take either one of their teams to the next level.
yeah. They definitely got some changes to be made out there, and like you said, even with Russ or Harden being there, if a coach feel like they could do it, like it's some changes that need to be made. Even just changing like the mind, like it's stuff that need to be changed that I don't know can be changed. Because I feel like Harden is so gone on who he is now. He can't. I don't even feel like he could go back to not even. I don't want him to go back, but even contribute to some of the ways he was contributing to OKC. And OKC, the nigga was a cutter. You know what I'm saying? Like you was a cutter, bro. Like you don't even cut no more. You nigga, if the ball ain't going, you stand at the top of the key. Like, and that ain't gonna work. Cam, let me get your thoughts on this, bro. What's next for Harden and the Rockets, bro?
Well, I feel like you say, it's gonna be hard for him to adjust going back to playing, but you gotta keep in mind with D'Antoni's 7 second or less offense. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You got to keep that in mind. It didn't work with Steve Nash. They only got so far to the West Conference Finals, just like the Rockets. And I felt like small adjustments, like Russell Westbrook just penetrating and kicking to Harden, and Harden
Hmm.
playing off ball more would have worked. You know what I'm saying? With all the shooters they have on the floor, with the small ball lineup, and the game
Hmm.
is just so far gone and so changed. It's just like they're gonna have to, one, get a center, and two,
Facts.
and
You
two,
gotta
figure out who's gonna
consider
be the
that
primary
may be,
ball handler.
hey nigga, that may be the first issue of business. Center, find it.
Yeah,
Then nigga, if
Steve
you
ain't
even
touched the
if you gotta
6'5".
bring even if you gotta bring Clint Capella back, hey, find him.
But
And
why
pick
did they
and
give it to him in
roll,
the first place?
and
I
pick
don't
and roll.
understand
They
why they
had to
did that.
choose one with them, but with somebody that's 6'5" on the floor, sticking the best big man, Anthony Davis, in the game, it just didn't make sense. It wasn't logical, and they saw it. They was like, okay, we messed up. We messed up big time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still don't hear Amir. I don't want to touch on any points he touched on. So
Hmm.
that's
No,
as much
you
as I
good.
said. I don't know what points were touched on or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as
No,
far
you
as
good.
that,
You good.
okay. Yeah, the 7 second or less offense. I believe it was D'Antoni.
Hmm.
Honestly, I believe that team could have not beat the Lakers, but if they
Hmm.
matched up against anybody else, they could have beat them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good team. They weren't going to beat the
Yeah.
Lakers regardless. I feel. You know what I'm saying? Center or not.
Nigga said that
So
they weren't gonna beat them regardless. OB.
regardless. So
Talk that talk.
for the future, I believe that they need to grab a center.
Yeah.
For one, go grab a center free agency, and they need to let just Russell do his thing. Just let
Yeah.
Russell, drive, penetrate, kick. If they want to do this 5 out ball, you know what I'm saying? Harden gonna have to just take it on the chin and play off
Man.
ball. And I believe he
Put them
can. He can
niggas
shoot
in
the
the
ball.
triangle. Put them niggas to get a center field. Nah, let me stop. I'm
Bring back
talking about
Phil
put them
Jackson or
niggas in the
somebody. Get him with the
triangle.
boys in shape. You're right.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a scorer like Jordan other than KD since Mike. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But
Kobe was
shit,
a
Kobe,
scorer, but it was
like,
different.
yeah, like even with that, this is just more just on Harden, and I hate to seem like I'm just getting on him, but even Kobe, bro, he's like you could put a system on Kobe. Like nigga, you're not the only nigga just diamond in the enigma. You know, like bro, you don't just rise above the system, bro. You need a system too, bro. You just not just gonna be ISO all day, you know. But any of y'all got any more on that? Amir, you got anything?
No, I'm good. Like I think just from the sports background that I have of just the city I'm from, like I realize like the system is what's gonna push everything forward. You can have elite
Yeah.
players, you can have the greatest people around you, but if you
Mhm.
all aren't on one page willing to sacrifice, it's not gonna work. And I think with Harden and the Rockets in general is that like they thought that we got our stars, we're good. And it's like,
Yeah.
nah, you need to have the right stars. Braun said it himself, like niggas are built different. Championships and champions are built with a different type of cloth. And
Yeah.
Braun was the same way. Braun used to be low key like Westbrook growing up. Like he was just yamming on niggas. And then he realized, okay, I need to learn how to shoot and I need to know how to work on this post move. And then he got that passing down, and now he's a goat within himself. So, I mean, it's
Right.
interesting to see. It's gonna be an interesting off season.
Facto, facto. Cam, you got anything else on this?
As far as the Rockets go,
Yeah. He said,
Hard.
nah,
They
them
just might
boys
have to
just need
blow
a
up the
breath.
entire. If Harden and Westbrook wants to win the championship, I
Yeah.
think they could give it one more try next season. One more try. Get a new coach, a center, and just, you feel me, try new offense. But if they want to win the ring, they might have to go sit on somebody else's another contender. You know what I'm saying? They might just have to blow the operation up. That's
If
how I
they
feel.
if they not getting like bringing the center in like you said and trying to change the offense, I'm not giving it another try. And I feel like Daryl Morey, I feel like he owned that because even last year he didn't even want to extend D'Antoni last year, but he's like, all right, man, we'll give him another shot. This Harden's like Harden loves this guy, so we, you know what I'm saying, give him a shot. But Morey, he was able to get rid of his biggest problem without being the one to get rid of him. So I feel like that's a plus for him. And I feel like that's not gonna make Harden feel no type of way. You feel me? But man, I appreciate both y'all for just checking in, man, tapping in with me today. They say Chance the Rapper must be auditioning to be a sports analyst. I didn't think he was so knowledgeable. He's very knowledgeable in sports. No, no, man, like I said, bro, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me, checking in with me, bro. You know, it's love, both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But man, make sure y'all go over there, follow us on everything, National Sports Chat, YouTube, IG, Twitter, Spotify, everywhere. We there. Make sure you follow the podcast page, Micah and Friends. Make sure you go over there, like I said, follow TOV Sports. This whole production is being brought to you by them. And man, I don't have nothing else, man. We checking in and checking out, man. First time in a long time we didn't talk about football on Micah and Friends.
Man,
it feels so good. And also make sure y'all check in for the Bubble Post Game recap, where we recap the basketball games, man. Tomorrow we gonna do the Heat versus Boston, and we gonna do this Clippers versus Denver. So we'll see what comes from that. Like I said, man, I don't have anything else. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me, bro. You know, like I said, always, bro, love y'all, bro.
Love. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Love.
Sure.
Man, get up with y'all, bro. We checking in, we checking out Micah and Friends podcast. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Y'all take it easy.
All right, bro.
It's something you can't understand. How I just keep killing, man. I'm from the South Rim, spinning like ceiling fans. Gambling with life, no complaining about the dealer hand. Back when niggas used to ride around the Dipset. Now these cops will shoot you on your live, that's a killer cam.